Hello, and thank you for joining me tonight. I go by Lune INNATE, and this is a relaxing video, which is a Reiki session, a distant Reiki session, a Reiki session by proxy here. My camera and setup being the proxy, for or with a theme and intention for assisting with loneliness and feelings of isolation. Feeling lonely is certainly really uncomfortable, but we can work with that, and we will through our session. But let's just get into it. All right, so I'm just gonna light a candle. I'm gonna use some French vanilla matches. Smells really sweet. So this candle might pop, so I'm reluctant to bring it too close, but I'm going to use it to set our intention. On behalf of our highest and greatest good, we ask for the flame to connect us to the divine in one another, to help facilitate this session. We'd like to work with the feelings of isolation and loneliness, to master our minds in order to release those feelings and twist them around so that if that's something we need to experience, it's for a purpose and a personal growth and connection to ourselves. And if it's another area to be energetically blocked or hyperactive, that we release and balance so that we can gain some clarity and perspective, feel comforted, supported, and connected to all that is. I'm going to use some sacred smudge to clear the space here, to clear our auras, to clear the back of us and start to allow us to gently release what may be clinging to our identity in some way. And I'm going to use Palo Santo here. And wave it around in your etheric body. To remove negativity or anything that is of a lower or out of alignment is maybe a better way to say it, in a frequency that does not support your growth, to remove any of that. Because I'd like to do a thorough cleanse here to work in these points, which I'm going to discuss with you. I'm going to use some spray as well. This is an I Am spray. So I do have some stones picked out for this purpose. The first is a really beautiful amethyst from Queen of Serene's shop. It was a gift, but she has a crystal shop, so worth mentioning. So, from my experience as an energy worker, feelings of isolation and loneliness come from a couple different potential areas. The first one being the crown, being under-energized, you could say, or potentially blocked, which is why I'm bringing out amethyst, because it works so well with the crown chakra. If you feel isolated, confused, lonely, if you feel you have a hard time connecting to your higher self, or God, or the universe, or Allah, or any of the ways you interact, or how you view whatever is beyond us. Forgive me, it's still Mercury retrograde. I'm gonna mess up some words. But if you feel that, if you feel disconnected from Source, the Godhead, Goddess, as well as your higher intelligence, your full potential, then you may have an underactive crown chakra. So we're bringing out this beautiful amethyst for that. And we're going to use it during our session. I have a pinky gray jasper to help with feelings of support, but also to help with the other area that I see often playing into these feelings of loneliness, and that is the Sacral Chakra when it is over energized. Smooth piece. So when the sacral is over energized, we feel needy. It doesn't have to be directed at a person, but it often is. We feel like we need something else to complete us, to make us happy. And the tie between both of these is somewhat obvious, I guess, but when you feel whole and complete with yourself, you essentially never feel lonely. You will have moments, but not with a long period of feeling lonely or this absence or that sort of feeling, this void. So those are the areas we certainly want to work on this session. So again, it's like a really beautiful little jasper. This is snowflake obsidian. It's very good for the feeling of connection, of branching out, of oneness with, essentially everything. It's just like a black stone which has these little snowflake markings. And finally, one of my new BFFs, this absolutely stunning piece of aquamarine in a hexagonal formation. It's beautiful. I'm gonna do a haul on a recent crystal haul that I got next week, so I'll show you this better up close. It's absolutely like one of the most beautiful things I've ever laid hands on or seen. I love it so very much. But my intention here is again to soothe the sacral area as well as to quiet the mind so that we can assess the situation again and gain some clarity. The hexagonal shape is tied to Mother Earth in a sense, so I thought that would be even doubly appropriate, because when we're connected to like above and below the earth and the cosmos, we truly are like, we will so much less feel lonely. I can't remember the last time I felt lonely. In fact, you might find yourself seeking these times to have for yourself. So we're going to use this gorgeous amethyst to kind of comb around the crown area and begin to stimulate this chakra. So just kind of swirling it, not touching you, just kind of, above your head. Maybe this is a better example. I'm going to add the Reiki power symbol. Just to stimulate it here. Now, I'm not opening any chakra on you. I'm simply balancing and energizing your crown chakra so that it's balanced. It's not necessarily open. Just as a disclaimer. I have this little, it's not that little, I guess, citrine point. Somebody asked me recently if it was okay to use heat-treated citrine, and absolutely. I mean, natural citrine is extra special, but these still have beautiful energy, in my opinion, So what I'm going to be doing here is connecting the sacral to try to shift the potentially excess energy to the solar plexus to strengthen your sense of identity and independence. So I'm just kind of like dipping into the vortex of the sacral and kind of dragging it up to the solar plexus chakra. You might feel some tummy bubbles, like hear some tummy sounds. It's pretty common when you're working in the sacral area. The solar plexus area, to hear little gurgly noises. Okay. Just gonna bring it up a little with my hands to use that energy in a more appropriately served way. Might even bring it up to the crown. Again, just to balance these points. So we've obviously already set an intention for this session, but at this point, since we should have some processing of balance happening before we actually do more of a total picture of energy healing on this, we're going to set an intention just one more time. Again, on behalf of everyone's highest and greatest good, in perfect comfort and alignment for exactly what you're ready for, exactly what you need, what you're willing to accept, what you're willing to process. We are focusing to soothe the sacral chakra for healthy connections, healthy relationships, balance, strength, balanced with the solar plexus, balanced in our independence. And balancing the crown as well to help us connect with spirit, our higher self, God, the universe, the illuminator, that which has no name. To gain clarity over discerning whether or not we are gifted these time periods to be by ourselves, which might not feel like a gift sometimes, but therefore self-development, self-exploration, strength, healing, raising our vibration. So take your hands in mine and focus to remove any blockages or slow meridians which may be in your receptive energy or your active giving energy as well. Sometimes we block ourselves from things that we are in fact ready for, because a part of us is afraid of change or has some type of fear underlying in some way. So, just going to focus on working through those points if there is any blockage. We're going to push this energy at the primary chakra points. With the intention of gently balancing them, bringing your body, your mind and spirit into alignment. Focus on your heart. Just send you a giant hug of warmth and tenderness and compassion. We're not alone. We have access. And when we are given this time to be alone, we must look within. We must get to know ourselves in some way. There's something that we have to figure out what it is that we need to connect with within ourselves so that we're ready to welcome healthy relationships. Soothing in the sacral area. Feels much better. And the root. To release fear. Just gonna put my hands on your knees. So I'm focusing on being flexible, being okay with personal change in schedule, stepping out of our comfort zone potentially for some of us, taking down a barrier as this releases through this session. And over the course of the next 3 days, you may see a major shift or you may feel some stuff going on. But Reiki and energy work typically continues to process over a full 3 weeks. So just keep that in mind. Okay. I'm gonna fluff up our aura. It's nice and thick and fluffy. Draw a line down, just really bringing the source energy into your awareness, into your more forward consciousness, helping you to bridge, kind of create this rapport with that which is greater than you. And from the bottom too, from the earth. Just pulling up this cord to connect you. Just strengthening your support and resources. Your physical health. Your financial situation. Your living situation. And anything else you might need from the earth. smooth it out. It's very comfortable. Your back. It's really easy to allow words such as loneliness to become a part of us in some way, like, I'm so lonely, I'm missing this or that in my life, but it's certainly not best to attach to that type of word. And know that if that feeling comes up for you one night or two, and that happens, that's okay, it's a feeling. It's just gonna pass. And you can think about other ways to manifest the relationship or the friends or the support that you want in your life. You certainly can have it, but creating a void, creating this need in a negative way will not serve your best interests. So I hope that this session helps you with that. I hope that this video has served you in some way, whether you just found it relaxing or interesting, or that, in the best case scenario, you are open to receiving this session from me. Thank you so much to my clients, my Patreons, my subscribers, all of you who watch my videos and leave comments and thumbs up and let me make necklaces for you and stuff. I'm so grateful for your support. I cannot say it enough. You are such a treasure to me as individuals in the collective, of course. I just owe you so much, I feel, in some ways. So just thank you. I feel these personal shifts happening, and I'm very excited to work with them myself. So I hope that these sessions serve you in your personal shifts as well. From the bottom of my heart, as always, namaste.